Hey there, Wellness IQ family. Welcome back to your go-to channel for living wiser and thriving at any age. Wellness IQ here, and today we're diving into a transformative topic: mastering your mind, practical psychological lessons from William James. Known as the father of American psychology, James offers timeless insights to help you control your thoughts, emotions, and habits. We're unpacking his powerful ideas, like the power of attention and habit formation, to empower you in daily life. Ready to unlock your mental potential? Hit that like button if you're excited to master your mind, and subscribe with the bell on for weekly wisdom. Drop a comment. What's one way you stay mentally sharp? Let's inspire each other and start this journey to mental mastery together. In an era of constant distractions and emotional turbulence, mastering one's mind is a skill that promises clarity, resilience, and fulfillment. William James, 1842–1910, often hailed as the father of American psychology, provided profound insights into the workings of the human mind, blending philosophy, science, and practicality. His works, including The Principles of Psychology, 1890, and The Will to Believe, 1897, remain remarkably relevant, offering tools to navigate modern challenges. James believed that by understanding and directing our thoughts, emotions, and habits, we can shape our lives with intention. His teachings emphasize the power of attention, the plasticity of habits, the role of belief, and the importance of action in achieving mental mastery. This essay explores 7 practical psychological lessons from James, each paired with actionable strategies to apply in daily life. From focusing your attention to cultivating optimism, these lessons empower individuals to take control of their minds, fostering a healthier, more purposeful existence. Lesson 1: The Power of Attention. William James famously wrote, "My experience is what I agree to attend to." Attention, for James, is the cornerstone of mental life, determining what we perceive, feel, and act upon, in a world flooded with notifications and distractions. Mastering attention is critical for mental clarity. A 2018 study in Nature Communications found that selective attention enhances cognitive performance by filtering irrelevant stimuli, a skill that can be trained. To apply this lesson, practice intentional focus daily. Start with a 5-minute attention reset. Sit quietly. Choose a single point of focus, e.g. your breath or a candle, and gently redirect wandering thoughts. Apps like Focus at Will or Forest can help minimize distractions during tasks. James also emphasized voluntary attention, which requires effort but builds mental discipline. For example, dedicate 25-minute blocks, using the Pomodoro technique, to a single task, like reading or writing, without checking your phone. Over time, this strengthens your ability to prioritize meaningful stimuli, reducing mental clutter and enhancing productivity. By choosing what to attend to, you shape your reality, aligning your mind with your goals. Lesson 2: Harness the plasticity of habits. James viewed habits as the flywheel of society, stabilizing behavior through repetition. He believed habits are not fixed but plastic, meaning they can be reshaped with conscious effort. This aligns with modern neuroscience. A 2019 study in Neuron showed that consistent practice strengthens neural pathways, making new behaviors automatic over time. To master your mind through habits, identify one small, positive behavior to cultivate, such as journaling for 5 minutes daily. James advised starting with strong, decisive actions to build momentum. For example, commit to writing 1 sentence each morning, gradually increasing to a paragraph. Use environmental cues, like placing a journal by your bedside, to trigger the habit. As suggested by a 2020 study in behavioral science, To break unhelpful habits, like mindless scrolling, replace them with alternatives. Swap 10 minutes of social media for a quick meditation. Track progress with a habit tracking app like Habitica or a simple checklist. By sculpting habits, you create a mental framework that supports discipline and growth, aligning actions with your values. Lesson 3. Act as if to shape emotions. James proposed the radical idea that actions can shape emotions, not just reflect them. In his "act as if" principle, he argued that behaving as if you feel a certain way, confident, happy, or calm, can generate those emotions. This is supported by a 2021 study in emotion, which found that adopting confident postures improved self-esteem and mood. Apply this by consciously acting in ways that align with desired emotional states. If you feel anxious before a social event, stand tall, smile, and engage as if you're confident. The emotion often follows. Morning rituals are ideal for this. Start your day with a power pose, hands on hips, chest open, for 2 minutes, as recommended by social psychologist Amy Cuddy, to boost confidence. Similarly, if you're feeling low, take a brisk walk or perform a small act of kindness, like complimenting someone. These actions signal to your brain that you're in a positive state. Rewiring emotional patterns. James's insight empowers you to take control of your mood, transforming mental states through deliberate behavior. Lesson 4. Cultivate the will to believe. James's concept of the will to believe suggests that belief in a possibility can make it more achievable, particularly in matters of personal growth. He argued that choosing to believe in your potential shapes your actions and outcomes. A 2020 study in psychological science found that optimistic beliefs about one's abilities improved performance on cognitive and physical tasks. To harness this, practice intentional optimism. Each morning, write or say an affirmation, such as, "I am capable of learning and growing today." This aligns with James's idea that belief precedes action. Visualize success in a specific goal, whether mastering a new skill or improving relationships, to reinforce confidence. A technique backed by a 2019 study in Frontiers in Psychology. When facing doubt, ask, "What would I do if I believed this were possible?" and act accordingly. For example, if you're hesitant to join a class, enroll as if you're certain you'll succeed. By cultivating belief, you unlock mental resources, making aspirations more attainable and fostering resilience. Lesson 5. Embrace the stream of consciousness. James introduced the stream of consciousness to describe the mind's continuous, dynamic flow of thoughts. He believed understanding this flow allows us to navigate it rather than be swept away. A 2021 study in Neuroscience and AMP, Biobehavioral Reviews confirmed that mindfulness enhances awareness of thought patterns, improving emotional regulation. Practice observing your thoughts without judgment through mindfulness meditation. Spend 10 minutes daily sitting quietly, noting thoughts as they arise. "I'm thinking about work," and letting them pass like clouds. Apps like Headspace offer guided exercises for beginners. Journaling also helps. Write a thought stream for 5 minutes, capturing whatever comes to mind. Then reflect on patterns. James emphasized that we can steer this stream by choosing which thoughts to dwell on. If negative thoughts dominate, redirect focus to a positive memory or task. This practice builds mental agility, allowing you to manage emotions and focus on what serves your well-being, aligning with James's vision of a self-directed mind. Lesson 6. Leverage the power of interest. James believed that interest drives engagement, making tasks feel effortless and enhancing mental performance. He wrote, "The more interested we are, the more alive we become." A 2020 study in Journal of Experimental Psychology found that intrinsic motivation, doing tasks for enjoyment, improved cognitive outcomes and persistence. To apply this, infuse daily activities with interest. Choose tasks that spark curiosity, like learning a new hobby, e.g. gardening or playing an instrument. If a task feels mundane, reframe it. View cooking as a creative experiment or exercise as a way to explore nature. James suggested pairing unappealing tasks with rewards. Listen to a favorite podcast while cleaning to make it engaging. Schedule time for passions, even 15 minutes daily, to keep your mind vibrant. For example, read about a topic you love, like history or astronomy, to stimulate intellectual curiosity. By prioritizing interest, you transform routine into opportunity, sustaining mental energy and fostering a love for lifelong learning. Lesson 7. Take action to build willpower. James viewed willpower as a muscle strengthened through action, not just intention. He argued that small, consistent efforts build mental fortitude, enabling larger achievements. A 2019 study in Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that regular, small acts of self-control improved overall willpower and goal attainment. Strengthen willpower by setting micro-goals each day. For example, commit to 10 minutes of exercise or writing one email before breakfast. James emphasized starting immediately to avoid procrastination. Seize the first possible opportunity to act on every resolution. Use a timer to focus on a task for 5 minutes. Building momentum. To sustain willpower, avoid depletion, prioritize sleep and nutrition. As a 2020 study in health psychology linked poor sleep to reduced self-control. Celebrate small wins, like completing a task, to reinforce motivation. Per James's idea of accumulating energy through action. Over time, these efforts compound, creating a disciplined mind capable of tackling complex challenges. Integrating James's lessons into daily life. To master your mind, weave these lessons into a cohesive daily routine. Start your morning with a 5-minute attention reset, Lesson 1. Followed by a small habit, like journaling, Lesson 2. Act as if you're confident by adopting a power pose, Lesson 3. And set an optimistic affirmation, Lesson 4. Midday. Practice mindfulness to observe your thought stream, Lesson 5. And choose a task that sparks interest, like reading, Lesson 6. End your day with a micro-goal, such as organizing your desk. To build willpower, Lesson 7. This routine, taking about 30 to 45 minutes daily, creates a framework for mental mastery. Flexibility ensures sustainability. If time is limited, combine practices, journal while reflecting on beliefs, or start with one lesson. Like attention. For a week, a 2021 study in behavioral science found that gradual habit integration increased adherence in adults. Create a supportive environment. Keep a notebook for affirmations. Minimize phone distractions. And schedule interest time. Consistency transforms these lessons into second nature, aligning your mind with James's vision of self-mastery. Overcoming barriers. Barriers like distraction, fatigue, or self-doubt can hinder mental mastery. For distractions, use tools like website blockers, e.g. Freedom, or designated focus hours. As James's attention principle suggests, combat fatigue with 7 to 9 hours of sleep and a balanced diet. Per the National Sleep Foundation, as energy supports willpower, Lesson 7. If self-doubt arises, apply the will to believe, Lesson 4, by acting as if you're capable. Reinforcing confidence. Enlist accountability partners, friends or online communities like Reddit's productivity forums, to stay motivated. A 2020 study in motivation and emotion showed that social support doubled habit adherence. Tailor James's lessons to your needs, ensuring they feel achievable and rewarding. Leveraging modern resources. Modern resources amplify James's teachings. Apps like Calm or Insight Timer support mindfulness. Lesson 5. While Duolingo or Coursera fuel interest-driven learning. Lesson 6. Online communities, such as AARP forums or meetup groups, foster accountability and connection, aligning with James's emphasis on action. Lesson 7. Libraries offer free access to books like The Principles of Psychology or Psychology podcasts. Deepening understanding. A 2021 study in Journal of Community Psychology found that adults using digital tools for self-improvement reported higher mental well-being. Explore platforms like YouTube's Wellness IQ channel for related content, ensuring James's timeless wisdom is accessible in today's world. The science behind James's insights. James's ideas predate modern psychology but align with current research. His focus on attention, Lesson 1, mirrors studies on selective attention and cognitive control. Habit plasticity, Lesson 2, reflects neuroplasticity research, while the act as if principle, Lesson 3, is validated by embodied cognition studies. The will to believe, Lesson 4, connects to self-efficacy research. And the stream of consciousness, Lesson 5, underpins mindfulness studies. Interest, Lesson 6, ties to motivation science. And willpower, Lesson 7, aligns with self-regulation research. By grounding his philosophy in observation, James anticipated discoveries that science now confirms, making his lessons a bridge between timeless wisdom and modern application. Reframing mental mastery. James's teachings reframe mental mastery as an empowering, lifelong journey. Rather than being a victim of thoughts or circumstances, you can direct your mind with intention. His emphasis on action, belief, and attention empowers you to shape your reality, regardless of age or challenges. A 2020 study in psychology and aging found that adults who adopted proactive mindsets reported higher life satisfaction and mental clarity. Embrace James's lessons as tools to cultivate resilience, curiosity, and purpose, transforming your mind into a powerful ally for a fulfilling life. That's a wrap. Wellness IQ crew. We've just explored mastering your mind with 7 practical lessons from William James. From focusing attention to building willpower, these timeless insights can transform how you think, feel, and live, empowering you to thrive. Try one lesson this week, maybe an attention reset or an optimistic affirmation, and see the difference. Comment below. Which James lesson inspires you most? If this sparked your curiosity, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to Wellness IQ for weekly wisdom. Share this video with someone ready to master their mind. Check out our other videos on mental wellness and personal growth. Thanks for being part of our community. Stay curious, stay resilient, and keep mastering your mind. Peace out, Wellness IQ fam.